Hold on to your Stetsons, folks, because things are heating up in the desert. Arizona's Attorney General Kris Mayes is taking a magnifying glass to some rather spicy comments made by former President Donald Trump. These weren't your run-of-the-mill political jabs either. Trump, in his signature bombastic style, made remarks about Liz Cheney, the former Republican representative and vocal Trump critic. Now Mayes, a Democrat, isn't one to shy away from a fight, especially when she believes the public needs protecting. She's concerned that Trump's words could actually translate into real-world danger. With an election looming, tensions are already running high. The last thing anyone needs is fuel poured on an already smoldering fire. This investigation is all about figuring out if Trump crossed a line. Did his words amount to a death threat under Arizona law? That's the million-dollar question, and Mayes aims to find the answer. Picture this, Trump at an event in Arizona, the air thick with anticipation. He's talking about Liz Cheney, his nemesis within the Republican Party. Then, the mic drops. Trump suggests that Cheney would sing a different tune if she had guns trained on her face. The crowd gasps. Was that a joke? A threat? The ambiguity hung heavy in the air. Reactions were swift and fierce. Politicians, pundits, and everyday citizens were up in arms. Many saw Trump's words as a blatant threat of violence, especially given the current political climate. This wasn't just locker room talk. This was the former leader of the free world seemingly condoning violence against a political opponent. It was a chilling moment, and one that Arizona's Attorney General couldn't ignore. Now, Liz Cheney is about as tough as a $2 steak. She's the daughter of Dick Cheney, for crying out loud. She's built for political brawls, and in the face of Trump's comments, she didn't flinch. Instead, she doubled down on her criticism of the former president. Cheney, a staunch conservative, has been a thorn in Trump's side since the January 6th Capitol attack. She refused to support his claims of election fraud and called him out for his role in the insurrection. This made her public enemy #1 in Trump's book. But Cheney won't be silenced. She sees Trump's rhetoric as a danger to democracy itself, and she's willing to stand up to him, even if it means facing his wrath. Vice President Kamala Harris didn't mince words. She called Trump's comments about Cheney downright disqualifying for anyone, let alone a former and potentially future president. For Harris, this wasn't just about politics, it was about basic decency and the very fabric of American democracy. She pointed to the dangerous precedent that Trump's words set. What message does it send to condone or encourage violence against political opponents? It was a chilling thought, and one that Harris felt compelled to address head-on. Harris's condemnation was a rallying cry, a call for Americans to stand up and reject such dangerous rhetoric. Her message was clear. This is not normal. This is not okay. As you might expect, Trump's camp wasn't about to take this lying down. They came out swinging, claiming that everyone was overreacting. He didn't mean it literally, they cried. It's just Trump being Trump. They argued that Trump's comments were taken out of context, that he was simply using colorful language to make a point. They accused the media of blowing things out of proportion, of being biased against their man. But the defense felt hollow to many. Trump's history of inflammatory rhetoric preceded him. This wasn't a one-off comment. It was part of a pattern of attacking his opponents in increasingly personal and aggressive ways. Here's where things get really interesting. The Arizona Attorney General's investigation isn't just about Trump. It's about the line between free speech and inciting violence. It's a debate as old as America itself. The First Amendment protects our right to speak our minds, even if what we say is unpopular or offensive. But there are limits. You can't shout fire in a crowded theater, and you can't threaten someone with violence without consequences. So, did Trump's words cross that line? That's what the investigation will determine, and the outcome could have far-reaching implications for how we talk about politics in this country. It's a tightrope walk, and the whole world is watching.